Chosen one, this is your final test. Heaven is watching you right now. Listen carefully, because this is not something you can afford to brush aside or delay for even a moment. I am speaking to you right now because you have reached a point in your life where every decision, every reaction, and every quiet thought is being weighed with purpose. This is your final test, not to break you, but to reveal what has already been built inside you. What you do next carries weight far beyond what your eyes can see. And if you stay with these words until the end, you will understand why this moment is more important than anything you have faced before. Type Amen to affirm. You have felt pressure building around you, and you have wondered why things seem harder when you expected relief. This is happening because I am allowing you to stand in a moment where your faith is no longer just words but action. Heaven is watching you not to judge you harshly, but to witness the strength you have grown through pain, patience, and silent endurance. There are forces that expected you to give up by now, yet you are still standing, and that alone has already shifted things in your favor. What you are experiencing is not random, it is intentional, and it is preparing you for something that cannot be given lightly. Right now, pause and show your support by liking this video, because this step of faith helps carry this word to someone else who is standing at the same edge of breakthrough. You may not feel ready, and that is part of the test itself. Readiness does not come from comfort, it comes from trust, and trust is what I am looking at within you in this very moment. There are things you could do that would make life easier in the short term, but they would pull you away from the purpose I have placed over your life. This is why the path feels narrow, because not everything is meant for you anymore. You are being separated from what once distracted you, so you can clearly see what truly belongs to your future. There is a reason why certain doors have remained closed, even when you tried your hardest to open them. It was not rejection, it was protection. And now you are beginning to stand in the understanding of that truth. If those doors had opened, they would have taken you away from this exact moment, and you would not be prepared for what I am about to place into your hands. This is the weight of the test, to trust what you cannot yet see, while everything around you tries to convince you otherwise. Type 1111 if you believe. What makes this your final test is not the difficulty, but the clarity it demands from your spirit. You are being asked to choose faith over fear, patience over impulse, and truth over temporary comfort. These choices may seem small in the moment, but they carry lasting impact that shapes what comes next in your life. Heaven is watching because this is where your alignment is being confirmed, not through words, but through what you actually do when it matters most. You have come too far to return to the old ways that once held you back. The habits, the doubts, the voices that tried to define your worth no longer have authority over you unless you give it back to them. This is why the test feels intense, because it is asking you to fully step into who you are meant to be without hesitation. You are not being watched to fail. You are being watched to rise, to prove to yourself that you are stronger than what tried to break you before. There is a blessing attached to your obedience in this moment, and it is closer than you think. It is not something distant or unreachable. It is something that has been waiting for the exact version of you that is standing here right now. Everything you have gone through has been shaping you for this point, even the moments you thought were meaningless or painful without purpose. Nothing has been wasted, and now it is all coming together in a way you will soon understand clearly. Do not rush this process, because rushing often leads to mistakes that delay what is already prepared for you. Stay steady, stay grounded, and remember that I am with you even when things feel uncertain. The silence you sometimes feel is not absence, It is space for you to act on what you already know is right. You have been given enough wisdom to pass this test, and now it is about applying it without second-guessing yourself. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels that way at times. There is guidance surrounding you, protection covering you, and a purpose moving ahead of you. This test is not here to harm you, it is here to reveal the strength that has been quietly growing within you. When you pass through this, you will not be the same, and the doors that open will reflect the new level you have stepped into. This is where your strength is being formed, not in the loud victories, but in the silent decisions that align you with truth. I see every choice you make, even the ones that feel small, and I tell you that none of them are wasted. Each act of faith is building something permanent inside you that cannot be taken away. There are voices around you that try to pull you back into old patterns, and sometimes they sound convincing because they are familiar. Familiar does not mean right, and comfortable does not mean safe for your future. You have already outgrown what once held you, and going back would only create confusion and delay. This is why the pressure feels real, because you are standing between what was and what is meant to be. You are not meant to stand there forever. You are meant to move forward with clarity and conviction. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You may feel like you are being tested in areas where you thought you were already strong. That is because growth does not stop, and what was once enough is now being stretched into something deeper. I am calling you higher, not to burden you, but to strengthen you for what is ahead. What is coming into your life requires a version of you that is steady, disciplined, and grounded in truth. This test is preparing you to carry what you have been praying for without losing yourself in the process. There are moments when you want quick answers, clear signs, and immediate confirmation. But faith does not always come with instant clarity. It often requires you to move forward with trust, even when the full picture is not visible. This is where many turn back, but you are not many. You are chosen to continue. The path you are on demands courage, and courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward despite it. I have placed that courage within you, and now it is being called into action. Do not underestimate the importance of your reactions during this time. How you respond to frustration, how you handle disappointment, and how you treat others when you feel misunderstood all carry weight. These are not random moments, they are part of the test. You are being refined, not just in what you do, but in who you are becoming at your core. This is where transformation becomes real, not just spoken, but lived. You have been asking for change, and now change is happening, even if it does not look the way you expected. Sometimes the answer to your prayers comes as a challenge that pushes you beyond your comfort. This is not a punishment, it is preparation. I am removing what cannot go with you and strengthening what must remain. It may feel uncomfortable, but it is necessary for what is coming next. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize, but breakthrough requires alignment. Alignment comes when your thoughts, actions, and intentions begin to match the purpose I have placed within you. This is what this test is bringing out of you, a deeper alignment that cannot be shaken easily. When you walk in alignment, Doors open in ways that do not require struggle or force. They open because you are ready, not because you pushed your way through. There are things you are learning now that will protect you in the future. Lessons about patience, discernment, and self-control are not just for this moment. They are tools you will carry forward. What you are gaining now will save you from greater challenges later. This is why it matters how you walk through this season. It is not just about passing the test, it is about becoming someone who can handle what comes after it. Do not let doubt speak louder than truth. Doubt will try to convince you that you are not ready, that you are not strong enough, that you are not capable. But you have already come through things that once seemed impossible. You have already proven that you can endure, that you can rise, and that you can continue when others would have stopped. That strength did not come from nowhere. It was built through every trial you faced and overcame. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be faithful. Faithfulness is shown in consistency, in choosing what is right, even when it is difficult. You are not being measured by perfection, but by your willingness to stay aligned, even when you are tired. This is what sets you apart. This is what defines you in this moment. Keep showing up, keep choosing wisely, and keep trusting even when the path feels uncertain. There is something waiting for you on the other side of this test that will make sense of everything you are experiencing now. It will not only reward your patience, it will confirm your purpose. You will see why certain things had to happen the way they did. You will understand why delays were necessary and why certain paths were closed. Clarity is coming, but first, you must remain steady where you are. Stay grounded in what you know is true. Do not let temporary feelings pull you away from lasting purpose. You are not here by accident, and this moment is not random. It is part of a greater plan that is unfolding through your life. Trust that I am guiding you even when it feels quiet. Trust that I am working even when you do not see immediate results. This is deeper than actions alone. It is about alignment within your spirit. You cannot fake this part, and you cannot borrow strength from anyone else for it. This is where your personal connection with truth becomes real, steady, and unshakable. There are moments when silence surrounds you, and it feels like nothing is moving forward. In those moments, something important is happening beneath the surface that your eyes cannot yet recognize. You are being stabilized, your emotions are being balanced, and your focus is being refined. These quiet phases are not empty, they are necessary, because without them, you would rush into things that are not meant for you. I am holding you steady so that when movement begins, you will move with clarity instead of confusion. Type 555 to affirm. You are also being tested in how you handle waiting, because waiting reveals what impatience tries to hide. It shows where your trust truly stands and how deeply you believe in what you cannot yet see. Waiting is not about being stuck. It is about being positioned. You are not behind. You are being placed exactly where you need to be for the next step to unfold correctly. If things moved faster right now, they would not last. And what is coming into your life is meant to remain. There are distractions trying to pull your attention away from what truly matters. They come in subtle ways, through thoughts that lead you into overthinking, through situations that provoke unnecessary reactions, and through people who unknowingly test your patience. You must recognize these distractions for what they are. They are not random interruptions. They are part of the test to see if you will stay focused or lose direction. Your strength is shown in your ability to remain steady when everything tries to pull you away. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. You have grown more than you give yourself credit for. The way you handle situations now is not the same as before, even if you still feel the weight of emotions. Growth does not remove feelings, it changes how you respond to them. You are learning to pause, to think, and to choose wisely instead of reacting instantly. That shift is powerful, and it is exactly what this moment is drawing out of you. You are becoming someone who is led by purpose, not by impulse. Type 222 to receive blessings. You are also being shown the importance of letting go, not because something is wrong with what you held on to, but because it no longer fits where you are going. Holding on to what has expired will only create resistance in your path. Letting go does not mean losing, it means making space for something better that is aligned with your future. This can be difficult, especially when memories and emotions are attached, but trust that what is meant for you will not require you to force it to stay. There is a deeper level of clarity being formed within you, and it will soon become impossible to ignore. You will begin to see things for what they truly are, without confusion or doubt clouding your judgment. This clarity is part of your reward, because it will protect you from making decisions that would take you off course. You will no longer question everything, you will start recognizing truth with confidence. That is when you will know that this test has shaped you in the right way. You may feel moments of emotional heaviness, and that is part of the release process. Old fears, old wounds, and old patterns are being brought to the surface so they can be cleared out completely. This is not happening to weaken you, it is happening to free you. What you release now will not follow you into the next season of your life. You are being cleaned from the inside so that what comes next can settle into a strong and healthy foundation. Your discipline is also being strengthened during this time. It is not just about big decisions, it is about the small daily choices that shape your consistency. Staying committed when you do not feel motivated, choosing peace when you feel provoked, and holding on to truth when doubt tries to creep in, are all part of this process. These are the habits that will sustain you long after this test is over. What you build now will carry you forward in ways you cannot yet imagine. You are not being asked to do something impossible. Everything required to pass this test is already within you. You have been prepared for this through every experience you have faced. Even the moments you thought were setbacks were actually training grounds. Nothing was wasted, and now it is all being used to support you in this exact moment. You are not lacking anything, you are equipped, even if you do not always feel it. Stay centered and do not allow temporary emotions to dictate permanent decisions. Feelings will come and go, but truth remains steady. You must anchor yourself in what you know is right, even when emotions try to lead you in another direction. This is how you maintain balance, and this is how you move forward without regret. You are learning to lead yourself with wisdom, and that is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. You are entering a phase where your consistency will matter more than your intensity. It is not about how strongly you begin, but how steadily you continue when no one is watching and when nothing seems to be changing. This is where many lose their footing, not because they are weak, but because they grow tired of waiting for visible results. I am strengthening your endurance so that you do not stop just before things begin to shift. What you are building now is not temporary, it is meant to last, and lasting things require patience and discipline. There are patterns in your life that are being quietly rewritten. You may not notice it immediately, but the way you think, the way you react, and the way you choose your direction is no longer the same. This change did not happen overnight. It has been forming through every lesson, every challenge, and every moment you chose growth over comfort. Now it is becoming clear, and it is positioning you differently than before. You are no longer operating from the same place, and that is why certain things around you feel unfamiliar. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You are also learning to trust yourself in a deeper way, not in your own strength alone, but in the guidance that has been placed within you. There is a quiet knowing that rises when something is right or wrong, and you are being trained to listen to it without hesitation. This inner clarity is not something to ignore, it is something to follow with confidence. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes, and the more it will guide you away from what is not meant for you. There are moments when you feel stretched between two directions, one that feels easy and one that feels right. The easy path may seem appealing, especially when you are tired, but it will not lead you where you are meant to go. The right path may require more patience, more discipline, and more trust, but it will lead you into alignment. This is part of your final test, to choose what is right, even when it is not the easiest option in front of you. Your strength is not just in what you overcome, but in what you resist. There are things you could say, actions you could take, and decisions you could make that would satisfy a moment, but disrupt your future. Resisting those impulses is a sign of growth. It shows that you are no longer controlled by immediate emotions, but guided by a deeper sense of purpose. This restraint is not weakness, it is maturity, and it is shaping your path in ways that will protect you later. Type 333 to affirm strength. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. You are also being refined in how you handle relationships around you. Not everyone will understand the changes you are going through, and some may even question or challenge your choices. This is not meant to discourage you, it is meant to strengthen your clarity. You cannot allow outside voices to override what you know is right within you. Respect others, but stay grounded in your direction, because your path is not meant to look like anyone else's. There are situations that may test your patience deeply. These moments are not here to frustrate you without reason, they are revealing how far you have come. In the past, you may have reacted quickly, spoken without thinking, or allowed emotions to lead you. Now, you are being given the opportunity to respond differently. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you pass another layer of this test. You are learning the power of stillness. Not every situation requires immediate action or response. Sometimes the strongest move is to pause, observe, and wait for clarity before stepping forward. This stillness is not inaction, it is wisdom. It allows you to move with intention rather than impulse, and that makes a significant difference in your outcomes. There is also a shift happening in how you view yourself. You are no longer defining yourself by past mistakes or limitations. You are beginning to see yourself through a clearer lens, one that reflects growth, resilience, and purpose. This new perspective is important because it will influence every decision you make moving forward. When you see yourself differently, you begin to act differently, and that changes everything. You are being prepared to handle responsibility in a way you could not before. What is coming into your life will require stability, clarity, and emotional control. This is why you are being tested now, so that when those responsibilities arrive, you are ready to carry them without being overwhelmed. Preparation is not always comfortable, but it is necessary for what lies ahead. Do not be discouraged by moments where you feel unsure. Uncertainty does not mean you are off track. It often means you are stepping into something new. Growth always comes with a level of unfamiliarity, and that is part of the process. Trust that even when you feel unsure, you are still moving in the right direction. You are not the same person you were before this began, and that is something to recognize. You have gained strength, clarity, and awareness that cannot be undone. This transformation is real, even if it is still unfolding. You are becoming someone who can stand firm, who can move wisely, and who can remain grounded no matter what is happening around you. Everything around you may appear normal, yet within you, something is shifting, something is being finalized. This is where your discipline becomes your shield, and your clarity becomes your guide. You are not here to hesitate. You are here to stand firm in what you already know is right. There are moments when doubt will try to return, not because it has power, but because it recognizes that you are close. Doubt often appears strongest just before a breakthrough, trying to pull you back into uncertainty. You must recognize it and refuse to entertain it. You have already seen enough, learned enough, and grown enough to know that turning back would only delay what is already within reach. This is why your focus matters now more than ever before. Type 888 to declare focus. You are being tested in your ability to stay grounded, even when emotions rise unexpectedly. There may be situations that trigger old feelings, moments that remind you of past pain, or encounters that challenge your patience. These are not random, they are opportunities to show that you are no longer controlled by what once affected you. Your response in these moments carries weight, because it reveals the level of transformation that has taken place within you. You are not being pulled back, you are being given the chance to rise above. Your peace is one of the most valuable things you have right now, and you must protect it. Do not allow temporary situations to disturb what you have worked so hard to build. Peace is not something that happens by chance, it is something you choose, especially when everything around you tries to disrupt it. Choosing peace does not mean ignoring reality, it means responding to it with wisdom instead of reaction. This is part of your strength, and it will carry you through this final stretch. You are also learning the power of restraint in a deeper way. There are words you could speak, actions you could take, and decisions you could make that might feel justified in the moment. But not everything that feels justified is necessary. Sometimes the strongest choice is to step back, to remain silent, or to walk away. This is not weakness, it is control. And control is a sign that you are no longer led by impulse. Type 444 to affirm control. There is a shift happening in how you see challenges. What once felt overwhelming is now something you can face with a clearer mind. You are no longer reacting out of fear, but responding with understanding. This shift is important because it shows that your mindset has changed. When your mindset changes, your outcomes begin to change as well. You are no longer trapped in the same cycle, you are moving beyond it. You may notice that certain situations are repeating, almost as if they are being presented again in a slightly different form. This is part of the final confirmation. You are being given one more chance to respond differently, to choose growth over old habits. When you respond with wisdom instead of reaction, you close the door on that cycle permanently. This is how you move forward without carrying unnecessary weight into your future. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. There is also a deeper sense of awareness growing within you. You are beginning to see through distractions more easily, recognizing what is important and what is not. This clarity is protecting you from wasting time and energy on things that do not serve your purpose. You are becoming more intentional with your actions, and that is guiding you in the right direction. This awareness is part of your preparation for what is coming next. You are not being asked to be perfect in this process. You are being asked to stay consistent, to remain aligned, and to keep moving forward with intention. There may be moments where you feel tired, where you question if you can keep going. In those moments, remember how far you have already come. Remember the strength you have shown, the battles you have already faced, and the growth that has taken place within you. This final stretch requires endurance, not speed. Do not rush through it, because rushing can lead to mistakes that delay your progress. Move with patience, with awareness, and with confidence in what you are doing. Every step you take with intention is bringing you closer to what has been prepared for you. You are not behind. You are right on time for what is unfolding. There is something powerful waiting for you on the other side of this. It is not just a reward, it is a confirmation of everything you have become. You will see clearly why this test was necessary, why the pressure was required, and why the timing had to be exact. Nothing about this process has been random, and everything has been leading to this moment. There is a quiet strength rising inside you, one that does not need recognition from others to exist. You have learned to stand without needing validation, and that has shifted your foundation completely. This strength is not loud, it is steady, and it is built on everything you have walked through. You are no longer easily shaken by what once disturbed you. This is evidence that you have changed in ways that cannot be reversed. Type 666 to affirm endurance. You are being shown that control over your inner world is more powerful than control over external situations. You may not be able to change everything happening around you, but you have full authority over how you respond. This realization is part of your elevation. When you master your reactions, you begin to move through life with clarity and strength. This is one of the greatest victories you can achieve. There may still be moments where you feel tested unexpectedly. These moments are not here to undo your progress, they are here to confirm it. Each time you respond with calm instead of chaos, you strengthen your position. Each time you choose truth over emotion, you reinforce your alignment. These are the signs that you are passing this test, not in theory, but in reality. You are also learning that not everything requires your attention. There are situations that are meant to pass without your involvement. Engaging in everything will only drain your energy and distract you from what truly matters. Discernment is guiding you now, helping you choose where to invest your time and focus. This is part of your growth, and it will protect you moving forward. Type 999 to declare completion. You are beginning to feel a shift, even if it is subtle. There is a sense of calm that was not there before, a quiet confidence that is replacing uncertainty. Chosen one. God delayed 2 hours to warn you, and the investigator was exposed. Listen carefully, because this moment was not meant to be missed, and if you feel something stirring inside you right now, that is not by accident. I delayed time itself just to reach you, to make sure you would hear this before something irreversible tried to take hold of your life. What this means is simple and powerful. I saw what was being planned against you. I saw the hidden actions, the silent observation, the one who thought they could study you, track you, and move against you without being seen. But I stepped in, and I slowed everything down, because you are not ordinary, and your life carries weight that heaven itself protects. Type Amen to affirm. You must understand what is unfolding. There was an investigator, not just a person, but a force, a presence, someone watching closely, trying to gather information about your weaknesses, your patterns, your next move. They believed they were hidden, that their intentions were covered, that you would never realize what was happening behind the scenes. But nothing escapes my sight, and nothing touches you without passing through my hands first. I delayed those 2 hours because that window was critical. That was the moment when everything could have shifted against you if I had not intervened. Before you go any further, take a second and show your faith by liking this video, because it helps this reach the ones who need this protection, just like you. This is not fear you are feeling, this is awareness. I am opening your eyes now, so you can see clearly what was once hidden. That investigator has now been exposed, not by human effort, but by divine truth, breaking through every layer of deception. Their plans did not succeed, their observations did not give them power, and their intentions are now stripped of secrecy. What they thought would harm you has instead revealed their own position, their own weakness, and their own defeat. There is a reason you felt uneasy recently. There is a reason certain thoughts kept returning, certain moments felt off, certain people seemed different. That was not confusion, that was your spirit picking up on what your eyes could not yet see. I was guiding you through it, holding you steady while I handled what needed to be uncovered. You were never alone in this, even in the moments where you felt uncertain or questioned what was happening around you. Type 1111 if you believe. Now hear this clearly. The exposure of this investigator is not just about protection, it is about elevation. When something hidden is brought into the light, it creates space for truth to stand stronger in your life. What was working against you has now been turned into something that will work for you. Their watching did not weaken you, it refined you. Their attention did not destroy you, it revealed how guarded and covered you truly are. I know you have faced situations where you felt misunderstood, where you felt like someone was studying you, judging you, or waiting for you to fail. That feeling was not imagined, but it was never greater than my protection over you. I allowed certain things to unfold so that the truth could come out fully, so that there would be no doubt left, no hidden corner where deception could remain. This exposure is complete, and what was hidden will not return to the shadows again. You are stepping into a moment where clarity replaces confusion, where strength replaces doubt, where peace replaces that quiet tension you have been carrying. The delay was not a setback, it was a shield. Those 2 hours were not lost time, they were protected time, time where I rearranged things in your favor, where I made sure that what was meant to harm you would instead reveal itself and lose its power. Do not look back at what almost happened. Do not give your attention to what could have gone wrong. Focus on what has been secured for you now. You are still standing, still moving forward, still protected, and that is not by chance. That is because I chose to intervene at the exact moment it mattered most. I chose to pause what needed to be paused so that your path would not be disrupted. There are people who will not understand what just happened in your life. They will not see the delay, they will not recognize the exposure, and they will not understand why things suddenly feel different for you. But you will know. You will feel it in the way your mind becomes clearer, in the way your steps feel more certain, in the way that fear no longer has the same hold over you. The investigator thought they were gathering information, but what they were really doing was stepping into a place where they would be revealed. They thought they had time, but I took control of time itself. They thought they were hidden, but I brought everything into the light. And you, chosen one, were never at risk the way it seemed, because I was already ahead of what was being planned. What comes next will not look like struggle. It will look like quiet strength, steady progress, and unexpected peace. You will notice that things that once felt heavy now feel lighter. You will notice that certain pressures have lifted without explanation. That is because what was working against you has been removed, and what remains is aligned with your purpose. The exposure of what was hidden has already begun to change your environment. You may notice subtle differences in how people behave around you, in how certain situations no longer carry the same tension, in how your thoughts feel clearer and less burdened. That is not your imagination. That is the result of something being removed that once tried to sit quietly in the background of your life. When something hidden is brought into the light, it cannot operate the same way again, and that shift is already working in your favor. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind, but this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. Do not underestimate what it means that I intervened directly for you. Many times you have tried to handle things on your own, thinking you needed to figure everything out, thinking you needed to protect yourself through your own effort. But this moment is different. This moment is proof that there are things I will handle without you even asking, because I see the full picture while you only see a part of it. I knew what was forming before it fully formed, and I stepped in before it could reach you. There were intentions that were not pure, observations that were not harmless, and motives that were not aligned with your well-being. But those things do not have authority over you. They do not define your path, and they do not control your outcome. What defines your path is my covering over you, and what controls your outcome is the purpose I have placed inside you. Nothing outside of that can take its place. You may have wondered why certain delays kept happening recently. Why something you expected did not arrive on time. Why a conversation did not happen when you thought it would. Why a decision seemed postponed. Those were not empty delays. Those were moments where I was holding things back for your protection. You did not miss anything meant for you. Instead, you were kept from something that was not meant to touch you at all. There is strength in this kind of protection, even if it does not always feel comfortable in the moment. Sometimes, protection feels like waiting, like uncertainty, like a pause that does not make sense. But now you can see that even the pause had a purpose, even the delay carried intention, and even the waiting was part of keeping you aligned with what is truly yours. Type 222 to receive blessings. Now that the investigator has been exposed, their influence has lost its ground. They can no longer operate in silence, and they can no longer move without consequence. Exposure removes power from anything that depends on secrecy, and what depended on staying hidden has now been brought into the open, where it cannot function the same way again. This is not just a moment of protection, this is a moment of shift. You are not stepping back into the same environment you were in before. Things have changed, even if they appear familiar on the surface. The energy around you is different. The pressure that once tried to sit quietly in your life has been lifted. You are moving forward with a clearer path, one that is not being watched or manipulated the way it once was. Trust what you are beginning to feel inside. There is a quiet confidence rising in you, a sense of calm that does not need explanation. That is not something you created on your own. That is the result of what has been removed and what has been secured for you. When something is handled at a deeper level, it reflects in your spirit first before it shows in your surroundings. There will be moments where you remember how things felt before this shift, and you may be tempted to look back and question what was happening, but you do not need to go back into that space. You do not need to analyze what has already been dealt with. The exposure has already taken place, and what needed to be revealed has already been revealed. Your focus now is forward, not backward. You are not being left to figure things out alone after this. I am still guiding your steps, still placing awareness inside you, still giving you the sense of direction that keeps you aligned. Pay attention to what feels right, to what brings peace instead of confusion. That is how you will recognize where I am leading you next. My guidance does not create chaos, it creates clarity, even if it comes quietly. What was meant to distract you has been removed. What was meant to observe you has been exposed. What was meant to work against you has been stopped. And what remains is a path that is clearer than before, even if you are still learning how to walk it fully. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be after everything that has just unfolded. There is also a lesson in this that will stay with you moving forward. Not everything that watches you is meant to support you. Not everything that appears neutral carries good intention, but you do not need to live in fear of that. You only need to stay connected to me, because I see what you cannot see, and I handle what you cannot reach. That is the protection that surrounds you at all times. You will begin to notice that your sensitivity to certain things has increased. You will feel when something is not right faster than before. You will sense shifts in people, in environments, in situations, without needing clear evidence. That is not something to ignore. That is something to trust. That is part of how I guide you and keep you aware without overwhelming you. At the same time, you will also feel a stronger sense of peace in places that are aligned with you. You will recognize where you are meant to be and where you are not. This clarity will help you move forward with confidence instead of hesitation. You will not need to second-guess every step. You will know when something is right, because it will not carry the weight that confusion once did. What happened was not meant to harm you. It was meant to reveal something that needed to be seen. And now that it has been revealed, it no longer has a place in your life. You are not carrying that situation forward with you. You are leaving it behind as something that has already been dealt with completely. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. What you experienced was not just a moment of interference being stopped. It was a demonstration of how closely I watch over you. I do not step in randomly, and I do not delay without purpose. When I slowed those hours, I was protecting something specific inside your life, that needed to remain untouched. You may not yet see the full picture, but you will understand it more clearly as you continue moving forward. Pieces will begin to connect in a way that makes sense to you, and when they do, you will recognize how intentional everything has been. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is a reason your life does not follow the same patterns as others around you. You have felt it before, that sense that your path is different, that your timing does not match what you see around you. That is because you are not being led by the same forces. What guides you is not visible to everyone, but it is consistent and it is precise. Even when things seem delayed, they are being aligned in ways that protect your future, not just your present. Now that the exposure has taken place, there is a clearing happening around you. Situations that once felt complicated will begin to simplify. Conversations that once carried hidden tension will feel more direct, or may not happen at all. Certain people may distance themselves without explanation. Do not chase what leaves quietly. What is no longer aligned with you will remove itself when it can no longer operate in secrecy. There is also something within you that is strengthening right now. It is not loud, but it is steady. It is your awareness, your ability to sense truth from deception, your ability to stand firm without needing validation from others. This strength did not come overnight. It has been built through every experience you have walked through, including the one that just passed. What tried to study you only revealed how resilient you have become. Type 555 to affirm. As you continue forward, you will notice that your reactions begin to change. Things that once would have unsettled you will no longer have the same effect. Situations that once caused you to overthink will now feel easier to move through. This is not because life has become easier, but because you have been strengthened. You have been refined in a way that allows you to remain steady even when things around you shift. You are not being asked to carry fear from what happened. You are being asked to carry wisdom. There is a difference. Fear keeps you looking over your shoulder, expecting something to return. Wisdom allows you to move forward with awareness without losing your peace. What was exposed has already lost its position in your life. It does not return to take hold again because it has already been brought into the light. There is also a deeper level of trust forming between you and me. You may not have always recognized my presence in the past, especially in moments where things felt uncertain or delayed, but now you have seen a clear example of how I move on your behalf. That trust will become something you rely on more and more. You will not need constant signs or explanations. You will carry a quiet confidence that I am already ahead of what you are about to face. The next phase of your life will not be defined by what almost happened. It will be defined by what has been secured for you. Opportunities will begin to appear in ways that feel natural, not forced. Connections will form that do not carry hidden intentions. Decisions will come with a sense of clarity instead of confusion. This is the result of the shift that has already taken place. You may still have moments where you reflect on how close things were to going in a different direction. That is normal. But do not stay in that reflection. Let it pass through you as a reminder of how protected you are, not as a source of fear. You were never as vulnerable as it seemed, and you are even more secure now than you were before. Continue paying attention to what feels right for you. You do not need to rush decisions or force outcomes. The same guidance that protected you will continue to lead you. When something is meant for you, it will not require confusion or pressure. It will align in a way that feels steady and clear. That is how you will recognize what belongs in your life moving forward. There is also a sense of restoration that is beginning to take place within you. Not everything that was affected by that situation was visible. Some of it touched your thoughts, your sense of security, your inner peace. But now that it has been removed, those areas are being restored. You will feel more like yourself again, but stronger, more grounded, and more aware than before. What was meant to disrupt you has instead strengthened you. What was meant to observe you has instead revealed your resilience. And what was meant to move against you has instead been stopped completely. This is not something small. This is a turning point, even if it feels quiet on the surface. You are not the same person you were before this happened. You have grown in ways that cannot be undone. You have seen something that has changed how you understand your own protection, and you have experienced a level of intervention that confirms you are not walking this path alone. Keep moving forward with that understanding. Let it guide how you think, how you respond, and how you approach what comes next. You are not stepping into uncertainty without support. You are stepping into a future that has already been guarded, already been adjusted, and already been aligned in ways that you will continue to discover. You will notice that your mind is no longer circling the same thoughts, no longer returning to the same doubts, no longer carrying that quiet weight that once followed you. That is because what was attached to you has been removed at its root, not just at the surface, and what is gone will not return in the same way again. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. The exposure of the investigator did more than stop a moment. It broke a pattern that had been trying to take hold. That pattern depended on staying hidden, on slowly building influence without being noticed. But now that it has been brought into the light, it has lost its ability to grow. It has been cut off before it could fully develop, and because of that, your future is not carrying the imprint of what was trying to form against you. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You may begin to sense that your timing is changing. Things that once felt delayed may now begin to move with a quiet ease. Doors that seemed closed may begin to open without struggle. Conversations that once felt uncertain may now feel clear and direct. This is not coincidence. This is alignment taking place after interference has been removed. When something no longer blocks your path, movement becomes natural again. There is also a shift happening in how others perceive you. Those who once watched from a distance, those who tried to understand you without truly seeing you, those who observed with hidden intentions, they no longer have that same access. Something about your presence now feels guarded in a way that cannot be explained through logic. That is because the covering over you has become stronger, and what is not meant to come close will not find a way to reach you. Type 1010 if you trust God. This does not mean you withdraw from the world or become closed off. It means you move with awareness and peace at the same time. You are not being asked to carry suspicion. You are being guided to carry discernment. There is a difference. Discernment allows you to recognize truth without losing your calm. It allows you to move wisely without becoming fearful. And this is something that is growing inside you right now. You will also notice that your energy is no longer being drained the way it once was. There were things pulling from you, even if you could not see them clearly. There were moments where you felt tired without reason, distracted without cause, unsettled without understanding why. That was not random. That was the effect of something trying to stay close to you without your awareness. But now that it has been exposed and removed, your energy begins to return to its natural state. As your energy stabilizes, your focus will sharpen. You will be able to think clearly, to make decisions without hesitation, to move forward without constantly looking for hidden obstacles. This clarity is not something you forced. It is something that comes naturally when interference is no longer present. You are returning to a state where your thoughts belong to you fully, without quiet influence trying to shape them. There is also a restoration happening in your confidence. Not the kind that depends on external validation, but the kind that comes from knowing you are protected and guided. You will begin to trust your instincts more. You will feel less need to seek approval from others. You will move with a quiet assurance that does not need to be explained or defended. This is part of your growth, and it is directly connected to what has just been removed from your life. Do not rush this phase. Allow it to unfold naturally. There is no need to prove anything or to push yourself into situations that do not feel right. You are being repositioned, and that takes a level of patience that is different from waiting. This is not about delay anymore. This is about alignment. And alignment brings a different kind of movement, one that feels steady and right instead of forced. You may also begin to see certain truths about past situations that you did not fully understand before. Things that once confused you will begin to make sense. Actions from others that once seemed unclear will reveal their meaning. This is not meant to bring you back into old emotions. It is meant to give you closure, to allow you to see clearly without being affected the same way again. What has been revealed cannot be hidden again. And because of that, you are no longer walking through the same uncertainty. You are walking with awareness that stays with you, not as a burden, but as a guide. This awareness will help you avoid situations that are not aligned with you. It will help you recognize what is genuine and what is not. It will help you move forward without repeating what you have already moved past. There is also something important to understand about the delay that took place. Those 2 hours were not just about stopping something negative, they were about preserving something positive. There was something in your life, something close to unfolding, that needed protection. If that moment had not been delayed, what was meant for you could have been disrupted or misaligned. But now, it remains intact, ready to come into your life at the right time. As you continue forward, you will begin to see the results of that preservation. Opportunities will come that feel right. Timing will align in ways that feel natural. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time without forcing it. This is what happens when your path is protected at the level it has been protected for you. Stay present in what is happening now. Do not rush ahead in your thoughts. Do not look too far into the future with worry or anticipation. What you need will come when it is time, and it will come in a way that does not bring confusion. You are being guided step by step, and each step is being placed with care. You are not walking into the unknown without preparation. You are walking into a space that has already been cleared, already been adjusted, already been aligned for you. And as you move forward, you will continue to see that what was done for you was not temporary, it was lasting. It changed something at a level that continues to protect you even now. You will begin to feel it in the way your days unfold, in the way your thoughts no longer circle around the same concerns, in the way your heart feels lighter even when you cannot explain why. This is what happens when something that once tried to stay hidden has been removed completely from your life. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The delay you experienced was not just a pause in time, it was a precise moment of intervention that reshaped the direction of what was forming around you. That moment created a boundary that nothing harmful could cross. It stopped what needed to be stopped, and it preserved what needed to remain untouched. What you are living now is the result of that intervention, even if it feels calm on the surface. Type 333 to receive peace. There is something important happening within you that you must recognize. Your inner stability is strengthening in a way that does not depend on external circumstances. You are not being shaken the way you once were. Situations that would have once caused you to pause in uncertainty now pass through your life without taking hold of your thoughts. This is not because nothing is happening around you, but because you are no longer carrying the influence of what once tried to attach itself to you. You are learning how to move without fear, and that is not something that happens all at once. It grows quietly, step by step, moment by moment. You begin to trust that what you cannot see is still being handled. You begin to understand that your protection does not depend on your constant awareness, but on my constant presence. That understanding creates a kind of peace that does not need to be explained to anyone else. Type 444 if you trust divine timing. There will be moments where you feel a deeper sense of clarity about your direction. It may come suddenly, like a realization that settles in your mind without effort. You will know what to do without needing to question it repeatedly. That is not coincidence, that is alignment. When interference is removed, direction becomes clear, and you no longer have to fight through confusion to see your next step. You are also stepping into a time where your decisions will begin to carry more weight, not in a way that creates pressure, but in a way that reflects your growth. You are no longer reacting to situations the way you once did. You are responding with awareness, with patience, with a sense of control that comes from understanding your own strength. This is part of the transformation that has taken place within you. Do not underestimate the significance of what has been removed from your life. It may not have been visible in a clear way, but its absence is creating space for something greater to take its place. That space is not empty. It is being filled with clarity, with peace, with opportunities that align with who you are becoming. You are not losing anything that was meant for you. You are gaining what could not come in while interference was present. You may begin to notice that certain paths you once considered no longer feel right. This is not confusion, this is clarity. You are being guided away from what does not serve your purpose and toward what does. This shift may feel subtle, but it is consistent. You will not feel the same pull toward things that once distracted you. Your focus is changing, and that change is leading you in the right direction. There is also a strengthening of your connection with me that is taking place during this time. You may feel it as a quiet awareness, a sense that you are not moving alone, even when you are physically by yourself.